personal Facebook because I think my computer doesn't have the capacity for more than 2 streams. Okay, learning. Okay, let's see. I'm just checking a few more things. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, so welcome, if anyone's here. I hope the audio is good. I think I can turn it up a little bit. Hang on. Check. Check. A little more. Check 1, check 2. Okay, that's better. One more up. Okay, that's better. One more. No. Okay. I think that should be good now. All right. Welcome. Shabbat Shalom. Tiskula Shanim Rabot Ne'amot. I'm Lulu Chazum. This is my personal candlelighting and ritual. This is my first ever Shabbat live stream. I am ridiculously excited. I want to have these regularly now, do prayer services, rituals, classes, everything. So traditionally you light the Hanukkah candles first, because when you light the Shabbat candles, that brings in Shabbat, and traditionally after that you don't use fire, you don't use electricity. So I'm going to go in that order, even though we are a few hours after sunset. I might need to spray my cat every now and then with water, because I don't want her pulling down the tablecloth and setting the whole place on fire. Okay, so since this is now going on YouTube and this is now public, I want to say some things I said on my personal Facebook page before, but I haven't shared here yet. I'm very tired tonight, so I'm not sure how teachy and explainy I can be, but I want to do at least a little bit for people who may be joining who may not have background at all in the practice, or who may come from Ashkenazi background and be a little confused about what I'm doing. So in the Iraqi tradition, first of all, this is not an Iraqi Hanukkah. There's a whole big story about loss and confiscation, nationalization of all Jewish property. So my family came with almost nothing. And there was replicas made when I was a child of the Iraqi Hanukkah, and I grew up with that, and I had one of my own. It broke a number of years ago, and I wasn't able to find a replacement or a silversmith who could replicate it. So I moved to this Ashkenazi one that I got on like Amazon or something. The Iraqi Hanukkah is 2 half circles. One is against the wall, and one comes out from the wall. So it's perpendicular like this. And they're made out of silver, very fine, thin silver. It's like a band. And it was like, artistic, very artistic. And it had inscriptions in Hebrew on both of the pieces of it, and then it had silver tassels on the bottom, and there was a mirror. So again, it's like this. There was a mirror in this part, and then a strip of thin silver down the middle. It was stunning. and the candles would shine in the mirror, and so it was just really beautiful. Again, I'm really tired, so I'm moving slow. The other thing is that we do not use the shamash to light the candles. That's what the Ashkenazim do. For us, the shamash is simply there so that if we're reading or using light for some reason, technically it's not from the Hanukkah, because there's a Jewish law that you cannot use the candles from Hanukkah to do mundane things like reading or cooking or whatever. So we're like, well, it's this candle. So that's what that one's there for. And we light first on the left and we move to the right. I'm so tired. I'm hoping that I have the days right. I think we're on the third night. I'm hoping that's correct. Then I'm going to light the Shabbat candles. Also, this is not Iraqi. This is hippie. This is the good lights, tea lights. No parabens, etc., etc. Clean burn. I thought these were made in the USA. It said they were made in the USA when I bought them, but then they were made in China. So that's really disappointing. That happened to a friend of mine too. Like, we try not to buy from China because of slave labor and toxins and all that crap. But oh well, you do the best you can. So back to the Shabbat candles. The Iraqi Shabbat candles, there were 7, not 2. At the end of Shabbat, you light 2. And whereas the Ashkenazim have this braided candle and then they stick it in wine afterwards to snuff it out, we leave ours on. They have to burn for like at least half an hour. On Moshe Shabbat, at the end of Shabbat, like Saturday night. And the Shabbat candles, there were 7 for the prophets, and it was a qarai. It's hanging. Also, I think it was silver. We didn't have one when I was growing up, but it was in Iraq. It was silver, like tassel's the right word, like coming down from the ceiling, and it holds up this bowl, and then there's 7 oil wicks in the bowl, and that's what you traditionally light. Anything else? We say Hanukkah, not Hanukkah or Hanukkah or Hanukkah. Hanukkah, like H-N-I-K-A. And I think that's it. So, oh, and I got wool clothes to keep me warm this winter. Hooray! And I want to say Shehayanu. Shehayanu is the blessing on new things. And we love saying it. We like to say as many blessings as we possibly can to praise God. So I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say one on my top and one on my skirt. And my top I'm very excited about. I'm going back to my roots as a little girl. I used to love ponchos, and I wore ponchos all the time, and I'm going back to ponchos. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehayanu v'qimanu higi'anu lezman hazeh. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehayanu v'qimanu higi'anu lezman hazeh. Amen. I wanted to save them for a special occasion. And this is my first Shabbat live stream, so here's another Shehayanu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehayanu v'qimanu higi'anu lezman hazeh. Amen. All right. Oops, I forgot to open. I'm telling you, I'm tired. Okay. Opening the book. I explained this on my personal Facebook page, but these are the Iraqi prayer books. This is the Iraqi song book. And a company named Mansour in Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem, used to produce these. Mansour died. The man who started the company died a number of years ago, like 10 years ago or something, and so that company no longer exists, which is really sad. I have not found a replacement that does the old school Iraqi prayer books, but fortunately I have some still. Okay, I'm just going to shake out. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechadshanu v'safa'u v'sawanu. What am I doing? I'm so tired. I'm not supposed to light it yet. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher qadshanu v'slavosavana lichner Hanukkah. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שעשה ניסים לאבותינו ואימותינו בימיהם בזמן הזה. אמן. הנרות הללו אנחנו מדליקים על הניסים ועל התשועות ועל הנפלאות שעשית לאמותינו לאבותינו על ידי כהניך הקדושים וכל שמונת ימי חנוכה. הנרות הללו קודש ואין לרשות להשתמש בהם אלא רצון בלבד כדי להודות לשמך אניסך ונפלאותיך וישועתך. מזמור של חנוכת הבית לדוד. ארו ממך אדוני כי דליתני ולא סמכתני בעלי. אדוני אלוהי שועתי אליך ותתפאני. אדוני העלית מן שאול נפשי. חייתני מיד בו. זמרו לאדוני חסדה והודו לזכר קודשו כי רע באפו חיים ברצונו בעלה בני בכי. ולבוקר נעוני אמרתי בשלוי בלמות לעולם. אדוני ברצונך העמדתי להרי עוז. השתעת פניך יתנבך לך אדוני אקרא. ואל אדוני אתחנם אבסע בדמי בראתי שחת ידיך. עפר גדמתך שמע אדוני וחנני. אדוני היה עוזר לי הפכת מספדי למחולי פתחת שקי ותאזן שמחה. למען יזמך כבו ולא ידום אדוני אלוהי לעולם אודך. תזכו לשנים רבות ונעימות. That means may you merit many pleasant years, and that's what we say on all of the holidays. So we don't say Hag Sameach, although you can say Hag Sameach. Okay, let's see. Now we're lighting for Shabbat. Well, I think I'm gonna. Like I said, it's not an event. It's my personal candle lighting. I think I'm gonna sing now for the Hanukkah. يا هالصليون محاكا ودمعة لخمفاكا وتسمح باخ التمالكا بشمونة يوم حنوكا هدو لقاي لقايم ونور عال كل نورائم هالصل اثنين حشمونايم مياد صركي باهمهيك وتسمح باخ التمالكا بشمونة محنوكا ويشيروا عم خشيروث وزمير ثمي بزيقا رثبه هدلي قامتها النيروث بشمونة محنوكا وتسمح باخ التمالكا بشمونة محنوكا ترشوا كل بابوت كي قامل علينا طابت سمحوا بني مع مهبانات كذا ثمينة يا معروكا وتسمح باخ التمالكا بشمونة محنوكا درشوا ليل كل بابوت كي قامل علينا طابت سمحوا بني عمها بانوت كده ثمينة يا ماروكا وتسمح باخ التمالكا بشمونة يوم حنوكا ها اليومين ويا حدش وصار لها ريغي قادش يشلح عزري خام قدش ومصيان يسعدك وتسمح باخ التمالكا بشمونة محنوكا. Okay. I'm gonna get a bowl of water. Those ones are making me nervous. I'll be right back. Okay, now we light the Shabbat candles. This feels really fun and exciting to me, and it makes me really happy to invite people into my home. It gives me such joy to share our traditions. I really miss my mom and dad. I used to call and sing with them. So that's been tough. So it's really nice to share with you. Okay. Now, I have a rabbi who has a practice I really like, that before you bring in the Shabbat, you shake out one you want to get rid of. So I'm just going to shake a little bit from ordinary days. And then I'm going to bring my hands together 3 times, and it's welcoming the Sabbath bride. And like, we have a tradition that you have a new spirit on Shabbat, on the Sabbath. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher qadshanu v'satahu v'savanu liqneshed yom haShabbat. Amen. And then Iraqi Jews, we have a tradition that afterwards you say private prayers. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. All right, now I'm going to say the qadous. I'm going to say the ritual for Shabbat. So we have first a blessing, which is welcoming the angels and asking the angels to protect us wherever we are. So it's like a chant. And we say each verse 3 times. So it's like, may they bless you when you're coming, may they bless you when you're going, may they bless you when you are in the place that you're at. And then we go into a passage that praises the women. So one of the cool things about Judaism is that while I have a lot to say about public and private spheres and, why women have not historically been allowed to participate in the public sphere to a large degree, and kind of the ideology that was used to justify that, oh, women are more spiritual. I have a lot to say about that. But that said, at least a little peek into that, there is something really beautiful about how Judaism elevates the work of the woman, and that the home is the centerpiece of Jewish living, and the woman is the centerpiece of the home. And so there's a tradition on Friday night that the husband sings to the wife songs of praise, and it's like the whole family actually sings to her songs of praise for all that she does for the home and the family. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that now. Just a second. I need some water. I'll be back. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchoni L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchoni L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchoni L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Basatchem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Basatchem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Basatchem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Beshabtechem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Beshabtechem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Beshabtechem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Shereth, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm actually going to skip the praising the woman part because my throat is feeling really kind of shot. So I'm going to skip into the qadous, which is the blessing over wine or juice, grape juice. I'm using coconut water. So I'm going to say the words are going to be a little bit different than what people are used to. Instead of Borei Pri HaGefen, or Ashkenazim say Borei Pri HaGafen, I'm going to say Shakol Niyeh Bibaro. Yom HaShishi V'chalu HaShamayim V'aretz V'chos Ba'am V'yichal Elihi B'yom HaShpe'im Melachta She'asa וישבות ביום השביעי מקום מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מקום מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות סברים ארנן לחיים ברוך אתה אדוני ברוך הוא שמו להן מחלם שכל נברו אמן ברוך אתה אדוני ברוך הוא ברוך שמו להן מחלם שקדשם סבנו وشبات قدشة بهبا ورسل حلانو ذكران معسى برشيث تحلال ماقي قدش زي خصيات مصرايم وشبات قدشة بهبا ورسل حلتانو بروختا ذناي مقدش الشبات أمين. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to share with you a Shabbat song, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Okay. We have different tunes for the songs. We have book of songs. This is how many songs we have. Lots and lots and lots of songs for all of the different holidays. Like, I mentioned this on my personal Facebook page that back in the 90s when Jewish leaders needed a workshop to understand why they needed a workshop on Jewish multiculturalism because they were that ignorant, one of the things that I would talk about is, you know, you have one song for a holiday, maybe, not always. Like a lot of times they're making up songs. Whereas you can learn tens of songs of Jewish communities from around the world, and how cool is that? So this is our contribution to the global collection. And this particular song, there's 3 different versions that I grew up singing, different tunes that we had. And the one I'm about to sing, I want to just honor my aunt, Amma Jamila. She used to invite me over to her house and make khichdi, which is this like rice, eggs kind of dish, Iraqi dish. And I mean, I know it's Iraqi Jewish. I don't know if other people in Iraq ate it too, but, and we'd play tauli, which is backgammon. And then we'd sing this particular version of Yom Yom HaShabbat. Yom Yom HaShabbat enkamahu beracho Elohim veqadeshehu miyom rishon ad yom shishi leqra Shabbat nechsefa nafshi ki b'Shabbat a'aseh hafshi וכי יום מנוחה אקראהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו נעיל ונשמח כי טוב להודות ונזמר עליון על כל הודות כי בשבת לנו חמודות איש בעם לא ידעהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו סוואל עשו שבת כלכה אז מסיני מוסווה ערוכה גמיל השומרה כתר מלוכה וכבוד והדר תעטרהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ומה בחיים יריחו וגם טומא החיים זכו ובנתיב יושר המה ילכו עדותיו בכל לב ידרשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו רצה אדוני ובחר בנו ומכל לשון הבדיל לנו וקדושת השבת הנחי לנו כל זרע יעקב כבדהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו ברכו אלוהים וקדשהו שבת שלום, תזכו לשנים רבות ונעימות, and I'll see you next time.